guys, how are you doing? So today I wanted to share with you some meal ideas that are high in protein because I want to show that it's not very hard to get that protein on a plant-based vegan diet. If you include legumes, if you include different nuts and seeds, different whole grains, fruits, wherever, you are good to go and you don't have to worry at all about the protein. So as you saw, for my first meal I had smoothie bowl and it came around 25 grams of protein. So the protein comes mainly from pea protein and some flax seeds and maybe a little of greens. But if you don't want to add protein powder, or if you don't like protein powders, you can always add nut butters. Hemp seeds are a very great source of protein, and also you can add quick oats or some puffed grains like puffed quinoa or puffed millet, or top it off with some granola, and it will also bump up some protein content of your meal. So for my next meal I decided to make some tofu tacos, and it was very easy to make. I just simply mixed some tomato paste with almond butter. You can try to mix it with any other nut butter if you want. And I added these spices. It's from Trader Joe, like 21 seasoning, no salt. They are very good, and I think that's what makes the tofu taste very nice. And I just scrambled some tofu and mixed it all together and let it sit in the fridge for about an hour so that all the flavors could combine. And it was very hot here, so I didn't want really to cook it, but if you are going to make it, I would recommend to saute it with some veggies like onion, carrots, peppers, tomatoes, or wherever you have on hand, because all the flavors will combine together and it will be just so good. But in my situation it was very hot and I didn't want to cook anything, and I didn't want anything like hot or cooked, so I just mixed tofu with some fresh veggies like cucumber and tomato. I just heat up corn tortillas on the pan and then just put all together and sprinkle some nutritional yeast on top for some extra goodness. But you can play around with this recipe. You can add avocado on top or any herbs like cilantro or parsley, and wherever you like. It's very versatile and very easy to make. And this recipe, depending on the size and depending on the portion, it can vary from like 15 grams of protein to 25, depending on what kind of tofu, how much tofu, then what kind of butter you're going to use and how much. So it's kind of depends on the portion, but it's still high in protein and very satisfying and very tasty and easy to make. So I hope you try this recipe because it's very nice. So, and for my last meal, I wanted to make something more on a sweet side, but still easy and quick to make. And I took some garbanzo beans, canned, or you can make your own. And then I wanted to add some sweetness using nicely baked sweet potato. Also, I decided to add some cinnamon, and to make it more creamy, I wanted to try and add yogurt, like it was cashew yogurt. But I will be honest, the cashew yogurt does not work very great in this recipe, so I would suggest to add some nut butters like tahini or peanut butter or almond butter or wherever you have on hand or like. And I just serve it with some veggies, and yeah, that was it. And this recipe came out to be around 20-25 grams of protein. Of course, it will depend on how much garbanzo beans, what kind of nut butters, what kind of wherever you're going to add there, but around 20-25 grams of protein, which is still very nice amount and very satisfying. So I hope this video gave you some ideas of how you can make your meals more protein rich and more satisfying, and I hope you try them. If you try, let me know if you like them. And that's it for today's video. I hope you like it, and but that's not stop wait do not go away. I also wanted to show you the animation that I made a few months back about the protein, so I would really appreciate if you watch it. It's very funny. But that's it for me for now, and I will see you later. Bye.
Protein, protein, protein.
Protein, 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 protein.
Protein. We drink protein. We eat protein. We smell protein. We sleep with protein. Protein bread. Protein cookie. Protein milk. Protein cereal. Protein banana. Don't you think that is too much? Don't get me wrong. First of all, protein is an important macronutrient. Proteins are building blocks for our bodies. They create tissues, blood cells, enzymes, hormones, and even our hair and nails. But while it's important, we don't need it as much as we usually consume. An average person needs about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per 1 kilogram of body mass. So if someone weighs 60 kilograms, then daily protein intake should be around 60 grams of protein. Of course, athletes need a bit more, about 1.3 to 1.8 grams of protein per 1 kilogram of body mass. Proteins are essential for our health, but we can be so obsessed over them that we forget about other important nutrients. I personally think that seeds, legumes, and greens are the best protein sources out there. Not because they have enough protein, but they are also nutrient-dense foods. Seeds are a great source of omega-3s, fiber, iron, magnesium, zinc. Legumes are a great source of fiber, B vitamins, iron, folate, calcium, potassium, phosphorus. Greens are rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, potassium, and folate. So don't focus on only one macronutrient. Just eat enough of nutrient-dense foods and you're good to go.